Okay, so the first set we're going to be working on is tail toe set number 1. First thing we're going to do is come to attention by our partners and get knuckles distancing. We both step back into a fighting stance. I'm going to call my attacker in. Ha! From here, I'm going to step forward my right leg, pushing into a back stance. My left hand's going to come out into an outer fan block, blocking right at the elbow. Right hand pulls back behind my body, and it's going to come straight down into the leg using a hammer fist. So again, I step in, block, strike at the same time in a back stance. From this position, my left hand cups down onto the elbow, and my right hand pulls up, and I'm going to perform a back fist right into his temple. From this position, I slide in left leg, right hand grabs right into the shoulder, right leg comes around, making sure that I put most of my pressure onto the ball of my foot, and lean my body in. I don't want to lean back on this, because otherwise he can get me down instead. I want to lean into my opponent. From here, I'm going to use an outer sweep, pushing on the right arm, pulling on my left arm, and then my right leg is going to sweep back behind me. As I do this sweep, I want to break my balance. So after I sweep, I'm going to bend my knees and get down nice and low to prevent him from being able to pull me down. So again, from here, I lean in, push, pull, sweep, and lower my body weight. Again, tail toe set number 1. Up. Back stance, outer fan block, hammer fist, grab, back fist to the temple, slide in, step behind, lean in, push, pull, sweep, and lower down. The second part of tail toe set number 2 is going to be tail toe set number 1 is off of a grab. From here, his right hand grabs into my lapel. My left hand is going to come up, and I'm going to use a hook punch, hitting towards his temple and following through with a whip. So it's more of a Chinese Kung Fu hook punch. Again, up and twist through. From this position, my thumb is going to grab on the back of his hand, 4 fingers on the meat of his hand, and I'm going to turn off, re-grab the same way, thumb the back, 4 fingers on the meat, and keep it down towards my center level. From this position, I step in right, slide my left leg around so that we're right next to each other. I'm in a back stance. From this position, all I'm going to do is I'm going to apply pressure on his hand, going forward with my thumb tips, and as I do that, I'm going to push into a front stance. Now what Brian's going to do is a break fall to prevent himself from getting hurt. So as I push, he's going to do a pop through and land on his side so that he doesn't hurt himself, hurt his wrist. So again, from here, I push forward, break fall. From this position, I'm going to perform the final movement, the lock. I pull up onto the wrist. Left foot goes right next to the back of the shoulder. My right leg is going to take 1 step all the way around, and I'm going to kneel down on my right knee. As I do this, I continue to twist out, locking up the elbow and the wrist. Do this from another direction. Right hand grab onto the lapel. Left hand up, hook punch, thumb the back, 4 fingers in the meat, turn off, re-grab, step right, slide into a back stance. I push forward into a front stance. In this position, pull up. Left foot behind the shoulder, step right, all the way through, and from this position I apply pressure by twisting. Again, notice that my foot is nice and close to his back, it's not out. Twisting in until he taps out.